Hello everyone, Tony Evdoka here. Today we're going to talk about the Arrowmax 8th electric pack. So we're going to talk about the Speedo, motors, one of the versions of Lipos they do, and the program box. So with no further ado, let's see what we've got on the board. We can go from there. So in front of us, various boxes. You can see the Lipos, Speedo here, motor, program box. I think Speedo might be the first thing to talk about. So let's just quickly open that box. So on first presentation, we've got a Speedo, some wiring, and some very thick kind of wire. So I'm not quite sure what gauge that is. Let's just have a look what gauge this wire is. So normally all marked up with the Arrowmax. 10 gauge wires, plenty of power, or capability of power to go through that. But of course, 8th stuff running, 14.8. It's it's powerful kind of electrics. So no further ado, let's whip out this Speedo, see what we got in our hand. Well, on first presentation, as I take it out of the box, I tell you what strikes me. Apart from obviously it's black golden, we know the Arrowmax dash stuff. It's beautifully presented, but it seems very light. Now I'm not sure what other Speedos are, and really that's not my interest right here. But as you can see, it just oozes quality, but very light. Now I think the box. So let me just see what the box tells us. Well, nice long wire actually. Let's see what the box says. Turn it around the right way. I might be able to tell you a little bit more. Okay, so the box is telling me it's a 32-bit, so obviously the latest technology. I've spoken about this before on the 10th stuff. So 32-bit sort of processors. It's obviously the high capacity, MOSFETs and everything else. It's got internal adjustments with the 6 or 7 volt BEC. Firmware, etc. SD card updatable, so you can plug this into your computer. You can also do it sort of Windows, Android, iPhone, iProducts I should say, Android, that kind of stuff. ABC link interchangeable, so the I've spoken about the wires that go round before. If you've got your wires crossing like that because your ABCs here, ABCs as you can see there, are crossing, you can just program it that they don't, so you can switch the A and the C round. So just to clarify that, in case you haven't seen any of the other videos, is you can have ABC or CBA, so you could switch that round. You can't change the B, obviously that's in the middle. Really nice touch. You can see it's got the 3 connections to the motor this side, and you could see red and negative going to the Lipo on the other side. On the top, look at that, it's a beautiful alloy fan, not a plastic fan, so they ain't gonna just give way in 2 minutes or anything else. A nice alloy fan sitting on the top. And that looks like a standard 30 by 30 to me. I haven't measured it. I can measure it. In fact, I will just very quickly just measure it just to make sure what I'm saying is factual. And as you can see, 30 across the width there, and I don't know if you can see that. Let me try and if I get it right, you can see it as well, and you can see it's 30 across there as well. So 30 by 30. Lovely. What we've got over here, we've got some connections over here. So obviously that's for your fan, the connection there. That's for your sensor lead to go in. Again, really nice touch on one platform. and like I said, it feels very light. Did we get the weight on here? Let me just double check the weight. Well, it's not a problem. I can't quite spot the weight, so I'll measure the weight for you in a second. What we've got here on the back. I tell you what also strikes me, nice long wires. You know, let me just switch to the normal build cam so you can see that. Like, look, nice long wires. So, you know, you can sit anywhere in the car without. Look how long these are. I mean. I suppose it's an 8th car, I suppose, so you might have something at the back, but a nice sort of on and off switch that you can actually connect here via a little screw if you want, or double-sided tape, or whatever you want. I have to tell you, my preference, my personal preference, that'd be going, I'll be bridging across that. I have no interest for switches whatsoever anymore. Once you've had a couple of failures on switches, and it really doesn't matter what product you've got in your hands. You know, over the years I've run for the, you know, all the top companies in the past, and I'm not into the switches anymore. I just like to plug it in, turn my transmitter on, job done. So really nice touches here. Let me just quickly get the scales out and just quickly have a little weigh here. I've got a feeling, I mean, I don't know, I mean, I'm guessing at it. I've only just unboxed it, right? 120 grams maybe, I don't know. It feels very light. Let's have a look, see what we got. So we put it on the scale. Oh wow, so I don't know if you can read that from there, but I'm reading at 98.7. 98.7, that is excellent. Let's just make sure they're all on there as well. Just not that they're going to make any difference, even by 98.1. So 98 grams, just under 100 grams in an 8th car. That is not going to be holding you back weight wise for sure. Very, very nice Speedo. So there's the Speedo. By the way, it's 220 amp, that Speedo. So you know, plenty of punch. So 220 amp Speedo. Let me, do you know what, I say these things and then I sort of somehow question myself, but I'm pretty sure it's a 220. Excuse me. Very, very powerful Speedo. There she is. So that's the dash Speedo there. Let's go to the motor. Excuse me. So the motor, well, straight away you can see comes with a sensor lead, so it has its own sensor lead, which is good. Decals in the bottom, that's good. Here's the motor. So the motor black golden again, and I can already see there's some various adjustments on this, or capable of various adjustments. Very, very robust, feels nice. Doesn't, you know, sometimes you hold these products and you think to yourself, as you hold it, it oozes quality, or it doesn't. I mean, you know, again, I know it's very repetitive of me, but all the Dash Arrowmax products, they all ooze quality. These are no different, these products that I've got in my hand today. Now, I will tell you on the motors, this one happens to be a 1900. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just quickly go to the zoom cam. I can just zoom in and just quickly show you what it is. That's a 1900 kilowatt motor. I don't know how zoomed in that is. There you go. I'm learning with this new camera that I've got, so you must excuse me for now. So there it is, 1900 kV. They also do a 2150 kV. They do a 2400 kV, and they also do a 2650 kV. Oh my goodness me, that'd be something nice for a drag race. So as you can also see on the side here, you might have sort of caught your eye there. You can see the timing. Now that means that you can adjust the timing on these, and as you can see, a beautiful way in doing it as well. Look at that. I mean, there's your sensor port there, but you can see 2 screws there, and you can see the adjustment when that turns. That will obviously, you know, you get your reading on the side there. Really, really nice. It's difficult on a vid to actually you know, explain the quality, but it's just lovely, you know, in the hand. So you know, at the end of the day, performance is what it's all about, and that's what we're looking for these days. We're looking for reliability and performance, and I have no doubt that these products will be very good for most of us. So let's have a quick look at the program box. Straight away, I go in here. What have I got in here? I've got some leads and whatnot. So here, it looks as if I've got a USB lead that will connect to the computer for updates and whatnot. And you can also see that here it's again, like I've spoken to about the 10th one, it's metal, you know. You can, you know, it's alloy, I should say, black golden touches all over it, oozing class, the dash logo there, all the different bits and pieces you can put in on the side there. So that's the dash, link ready program box. Love it. I just love this black golden. It's just is bordering on using that P word about RC, isn't it? So what we've got here, so as we open up the box, let me just see what the box says. So this is the competition Lipo by Arrowmax. Let's put the box away for now. There it is. It's a block type battery. Now, bearing in mind that primarily my my experience, or most of my experience, is with 10 scale, I have to say these feel sort of slightly heavy, if I may say so. But you know, it is what it is. You know, it's just beautiful quality. The hard case is embossed in there with the Arrowmax logo. It's not a, you know, it's not a copy of anything. You know, it's their own design. Beautiful label down the side. Even says there, look, for professional drivers. You know, oh, does that mean am I classed in that league? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? This one's a 6,000 milliamp, 14.8. Now there is a lot of talk about this. Recently, the BRCA, that's the British Radio Car Association, by the way, in the UK changed some rulings and whatnot, and now you can use these, or if you want more duration, you have to buy 2 of them. And to be very honest with you, it got complicated even with my, you know, long experience and knowledge. So this, in my opinion, with the right motor, right settings, etc., this would do any standard kind of car in its format. Uses the 5mm bullet connectors there on the top. It's very crisp, very clean, no wires coming out of it. So it's whatever you've got coming out your Speedo, and how you configure that is how it's going to work. On the end here, if I open that little flap, if I just put that up to the zoom camera, you can actually see that is where you that's where you are going to use your balancing lead. And I do believe it comes with a balancing lead. Yes, I'm just looking in here in the book, I'm rummaging, so it has got a balancing lead with it as well. So that's the Lipo 6,000 milliamp, 14.8, and that's the 4S. Obviously, you know, there's you know, normally a twin battery, isn't it? And so it's times 4. But like I said, Arrowmax do them in stick packs. So for example, on a Serpent car, it can be run with saddles, so you can have you know, one on either side if you want to. There is another configuration that Arrowmax do, so feel free to go and check that out. So that's that. So there we have it. We've got the black golden Speedo, 220 amp. We've got, this happens to be a 19 kilowatt one. This is ready to go in my e-buggy. And then we have the Lipo. I'm struggling to zoom into that for some reason. And in its box is the fabulous black golden to match everything else program box. So, well, that's a little overview of all the primarily 1/8 electrics, if you like. So that can go in a buggy or in a truggy, if you like. Really nice. Check it out. Arrowmax RC, and obviously that being rc.com. So go and check it out. See what you think. Look at your local distributors. They'll be able to help you out a little bit more. So we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.